what's the difference between the tools that create content and those that can actually take action? In this episode, Annexa and Oracle NetSuite break down generative AI versus agentic AI in simple terms that even I can understand, and what this shift means for retailers looking to save time, automate tasks, and to run smarter, more connected businesses. Kia ora, I'm Carolyn Young, Chief Executive at Retail NZ, and I'm joined today by Matthew Owens, who's the Director of Annexa, and Tanya Large, who's the Head of Industry Associations with Oracle NetSuite. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carolyn.
Great to be here.
So let's start simple, something that even I can understand. What's the difference between generative AI and agentic AI?
So Gen AI is really creating outputs for you. So it's creating text or drafting text, maybe it's images or summaries when you prompt it to do things. And so a lot of us would use Gen AI on a daily basis. Maybe it's helping to draft emails or review documents and help summarize things quickly. But it's very much you have to ask a question, and then the Gen AI is based on what you ask it, interpreting what you're asking it and returning the most logical responses back to you to review. When we talk about agentic AI, it's quite different. It's when the AI is acting. So it's working toward a goal, it's making decisions, it's carrying out, multi-step tasks. So from a systems perspective, when we're implementing NetSuite and systems integration, it's performing multi-step tasks across your systems with you, and then it's setting the guardrails on what it can and can't do, and then having the users provide input. So the shorter, simplest answer, Gen AI drafts the email, agentic AI can pull the numbers, prepare the order, line up the follow-up email, and get it ready for a person to review and approve.
Amazing. So look, Tanya, let's go to you next. What does the difference actually look like for a retail business?
Yeah, it's really interesting because what we're seeing at the moment is lots of people playing with Gen AI, so ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, and also things like Copilot, and all of those things are really great in terms of, I guess, enabling the personal, or the way you engage with it is like a personal assistant. They're sort of creating things, content, writing things, producing reports, doing things for you that, like Matt was saying, that is kind of, you tell it what to do and then it's going to give you the output. Whereas agentic AI within a retailer is really behaving really like a person that would be engaging with your operations. They could be receiving customer inquiries, checking order statuses, then going verifying shipping information. They could be initiating a refund. So it's quite different in terms of agentic AI operating within a business system that's doing things for you. And then you as the human, you're really just checking those things, or, being more strategic around what you're doing with the business.
Oh, so why is everyone talking about agentic AI now? And what does it unlock that generative AI doesn't?
There's definitely a lot of chatter right now. A lot of people are talking about AI everywhere. And it's because people are understanding how powerful it is. They've been playing around with the Gen AI for a little while now. And in terms of innovation, a lot of technology companies, like Annexa, NetSuite, are using these tool sets to level up, to continue to innovate, like we have been doing with the shift to the cloud and then the shift to AI. So really what it's unlocking more broadly is getting your time back, automating tasks that are pretty mundane, and particularly in a retail sense, allowing retailers to focus on things like customer service and decision making on inventory and new products and services, rather than kind of getting caught up with the mundane administrative work. So we're seeing some, really tangible use cases with agentic AI, particularly in the back office functions of retailers. There's many practical examples across supply chain, but like simple ones could be, procurement and purchasing and buying your stock. Most of those processes are heavily manual. So an agentic AI layer effectively breaks that all down, and it's just happening in the background from, reading invoices, creating bills, facilitating three-way matching of invoices to supplier invoices to item receipts, tracking the differences, and then just prompting a user what they want to do with any variances that occur. So it's just happening in the background. And what was a couple of hours worth of work on what could be really large shipments is done instantly, and we're locking straight into the variances and running our businesses more effectively. So it is here now, and we're really excited to be really sinking our teeth into applying the AI layer on top of really robust systems of record like NetSuite, and really getting the most out of technology.
Look, I think the example you gave there, Matthew, is a really great example, isn't it? There's so many retailers have got lots of suppliers giving them offers and special prices. Ensuring that those special prices come through an invoice is really critical, but having time and the thoroughness to go through that. If a Agentic AI can do that for you, so it's sort of done automatically and it's accurate, then you will save a lot of money, because I think it'll identify any of those places where those errors occur, and that's something that you wouldn't normally pick up.
That anomaly detection is something that is quite unique with Agentic AI. It's sort of above and beyond what the human may be able to detect, that can potentially save you a lot of money or get you stock a lot faster. And just adding into what you're saying, Matt, I think that productivity lever is really, people have been talking about that for some time. We're just not seeing any movement on that productivity figure. So Agentic AI is looking like it can really move the needle on how do I run my business much more productive, increase our margins and do more with less. There's a lot of excitement too around people probably en masse starting to play with, AI, not just the generative AI like ChatGPT, etc., but getting into creating agents themselves. And it's a really exciting time.
And look, I think from what you've said as well, it does mean if you think about that productivity gain that you could get, that's going to be advantageous for every size business, whether you're a single store operator, you've got half a dozen stores, or you've got 100 and something stores. Productivity is really crucial to protecting margin and improving margin. So that's beneficial to everyone in retail.
Absolutely.
Look, thank you so much for joining us today, Matt and Tanya. It's been such a great pleasure to speak with you and hear more about agentic versus generative AI and how businesses can benefit from this developing technology.
Thank you.
If you want to get in touch with Matt or Tanya directly, please see their details on the screen right now. Or if you want to find more about the partner offer that we've got with Retail NZ for Retail NZ members, click on the bottom below to go directly to our partner page. This was part of our Empowering Retail series, your go-to resource for short, actionable insights to take your business to the next level. Don't forget to subscribe, but until next time, ka kite anō. Bye for now.